The following program was sponsored by The Circle. Everything is copywritten, so please no duplication or reenactments of their lyrical capacity. Results will end up in termination of your life or court proceedings. Thank you.
Yeah. Album 4. Circle Gang, get it on. My time is now, my time is now. Yeah, my time is now, my time is now. Yes, my time is now. Sicky boy, what up? Let's get it. My time is now, my time is now. You messing with the beast, straight animal. Goonies on my side, my world star camera you. For that big mouth of yours, I'll damage you. Hang you by your feet, little nigga, I'll embarrass you. You speak a good game, but you ain't really built like that. What gun, what guy? You don't kill like that. I get my gully on, can wait to put my scully on. 20 degrees, but E&J got me very warm. And I'm heating up, really about to even up. Even my watch died, I don't know how long we've been up. But if my eyes closed, know that I am not asleep. The block watching, sneaky nigga don't creep. I got it locked down, Harlem on, BX bound. And I'm really hood, you can find me all around the town. With a bottle, couple L's in a rap cipher. If I could transform, I'd probably be a black lighter. My time is now and I am not waiting. I'm killing them all cause I ain't got patience. I'm top of the wall, you know who you facing. I came from the bottom, I'm used to the basement. My time is now and I am not waiting. I'm killing them all cause I ain't got patience. I'm top of the wall, you know who you facing. I came from the bottom, I'm used to the basement. They say I'm special like the way I put the words together. Blame 20, bet the money, second verse is better. So I'm straight mobbing. With Goose right rap Duke, that's a round robin. Where my money at? Play the post like I'm hungry and I'm straight thirsty. I saw the words, so this petty shit can't hurt me. Let's keep it real. At any given moment, I can take over the beat. Tell a story, I go deep. For the bitches on the street, I got flows for weeks. You can never get enough of us. So many groupies on board, catch another bus. And you will catch that before you catch one of us. It's a Circle Street gang nigga coming through. And your brother, mother, sister, cousin coming too. Don't get your face slapped, you gotta learn to face facts. I am straight cracks and been that way since way back. Nigga, think back. My time is now and I am not waiting. I'm killing them all cause I ain't got patience. I'm top of the wall, you know who you facing. I came from the bottom, I'm used to the basement. My time is now and I am not waiting. I'm killing them all cause I ain't got patience. I'm top of the wall, you know who you facing. I came from the bottom, I'm used to the basement. My time is now, my time is now. Yeah, my time is now, my time is now. Yes, my time is now, my time is now. Let's get it. My time is now, my time is now.
What's up? What's up? Come on in the class, guys. Welcome to class, guys. We got a good one today, guys. We went back to one of our foundations, guys. We went back to the evictions today. So it's been a while since we explored the evictions. And how many of y'all know why it's important to focus in on the evictions, guys? Do y'all really know why I do evictions and why I go over the evictions class? It's important for us to know evictions and to go over this because this is the trap, guys. This is how they get our women scared, and this is how they get the modern woman to do whatever he say. And this is how they get the modern woman to get us hooked on child support to fund their plantation. So yes, guys, this is the plantation. These evictions focus in on the actual plantation, the modern woman household, guys. Because if you notice, we do a lot of these, right? And what we do notice is that with the guys, when the guy get evicted, he's normally on some subleasing shit. He's just subleasing from a female tenant. You see how that work? Because the females for years, guys, they've been magically using this government to assistant, the housing, the Section 8. They've been using that as a little scam, a little, you know what I mean, a little cat litter scam. Guys, peep game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These girls, these women are given the safety net from government zaddy Satan. And this by design. Remember I told you a little bit earlier that these laws were designed. All the laws were designed for a widowed woman. All the laws were designed for a woman that would lose her husband during war, the Civil War, that is, guys. know what I mean? World War One, you know what I mean? World War Two, you know what I mean? Fuck the Civil War. Sorry, World War One. We talking about World War Two, guys. We're talking about. It go back to those times. So soldiers went out, men were men, and the women were women. So while the women stayed back at the home, they had to implement these laws just in case these women who had babies and home raising, just in case they lost their husband. So these laws now need to be re-upped. These laws need to be recouped. You know what I mean, guys? Are you understanding that? Are you understanding that? Because now, look, everything has changed but these laws and how they want men to act. They want men to abide by these laws, right? These laws hold true for men. The men that, not the modern man, because the modern man, they done changed themselves. And I'm talking about us men that do not want to associate with any go along, get along group. These laws actually begin to hurt us because these laws is as if we dead. You get how that work? These laws will only benefit us if we was not here. You know what I mean? So you guys all right, Mr. Goodbread, get on with the show. What the fuck does that got to do with evictions? A lot, guys. A lot. A lot. This is how they control the woman through fear. They scare the woman. They think they'll get the woman really believing that they'll put her out on the street. You know what I mean? And because our women, they grow so comfortable in poverty that they actually feel like they losing something. So it's a mind trick. It's a mind trick. All right, let's get right on into today's show because I know Daycare got a good one. That's why I kind of jumped on a little earlier. I was trying to go for 9:30, but that shit was not going to happen. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see what's going on over there. So let me get on over there. Let me get on with the show. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that came through tonight. Y'all already know what it is. The love is always appreciated, always felt. You know what I mean? 100. I love y'all niggas, man. Y'all already know. Word. All right, let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the show. I'm not crazy. Get on with the show. Driving me crazy. Get on with the show. Remember that shit, y'all? All right, let's go. So this first video is a landlord. You know what I mean? A landlord. He did an illegal, an unlawful removal, an unlawful eviction. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, landlords pay rent too. Yes, landlord pay rents too. Before we go any further, guys, let me give y'all the verses of the day. You know what I mean? Let me give y'all the verses of the day before we go any further, guys. When it comes to this paying rent joint, guys, it's a couple verses in the Bible that let you know what time it is. It's a couple verses in the Bible that'll definitely let you know what time it is. So let's get to those, guys. I got 3 of them for you. Try to give you 3. No more than 3. Wouldn't want to overdose you. Know what I mean, guys? Romans 13:8, guys. It says, "Owe no one anything except love each other. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law." You see, and this is a law. You got to understand, when you're reading this thing, you got laws, you got commands, you got demands, you got suggestions. You know what I mean? When this man say a law, that's a law. That's a law, bro. That means ain't no gray area. Definitely ain't no gray area. Ain't a lot of gray area in the Bible anyway, in the basic instructions anyway. But for you to uncomplicate common sense, this is a law. This is a law, guys. All right? Next, guys. I know y'all like the Proverbs section, so for those of you that love the Proverbs section, I know you came over this one. You know what I mean? Did you know this was talking about rent? This is talking about rent, paying bills and paying rent. Proverbs 23:4. Do not toil to acquire wealth. Do not toil to acquire wealth. Be discerning enough to desist. And you see, this is the shit. This is the problem. This is what you're gonna see that's why we're gonna sit here and we're gonna watch this shit. We're gonna watch this documentary. And some of us gonna cry, some of us gonna feel sorry, some of us It's gonna bring out a lot of emotions in some of us. But I don't give a fuck. And I'm cold like that. I don't give a fuck. Because you have to start planning for adversity. You cannot stay dormant. You cannot stay stagnant. You know what I mean? He says it. Do not toil to acquire wealth. That's what these people doing. These people got their priorities twisted, bro. Your rent and your shelter is supposed to be number one. But you see, now the single moms is gonna have a problem here. This is where the single moms have a little problem because they remove themselves from their natural protection, which is from a man, from that kid's father, by hook or by crook. All right. If he's a deadbeat, if he was a loser, that's your fault. You still fucked up. You picked them. You control the access to sex, man. You gave that bunkie up to something wrong. That's your fault. You got to take some accountability in that. All right. Yeah, he's an asshole, but you have to take some accountability in that. Also, what you're going to take some accountability in is the fact that why are we thinking it's cool to bring kids in when we are okay in life? We just be okay. We don't be winning. We just be okay. But we'll bring a baby into okay and then struggle into okay and then wonder why we're not okay. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, young ladies. Make it make sense. I know you be wanting to get up out your mom's crib because that plantation, you don't want to be a slave no longer, but you got to prepare. You got to prepare. You got to plan to win, guys. You got to plan. You got to plan ahead. And this teen pregnancy is what's fucking us up. This unplanned teen pregnancy is fucking us up. Right? Because then it trickles down to this shit. Because now you go put the father on child support because you want the crib, or you go even worse. I'll tell y'all another little play that they got, a little trick play in the modern woman handbag, in their little Gucci bag. They'll start a whole fight with you, bro, and want you to hit them, want anything to happen so that they can get a police report, then go apply for this domestic violence shelter shit, then get the crib that way. You know what I mean? Whole time ain't nothing say we gonna stack our bread, we gonna do it the right way like God asks us. You know what I mean? Gonna stack our bread, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Because in fact, if we did it that way, we wouldn't even have no babies because we'll see how hard it is doing it that way on our own. We wouldn't dare bring a baby in to slow us down. You see how that worked? This is why he said, be on your purpose before you have kids. You know what I mean? Be married before you have kids. But of course, everybody just busted open, myself included. We all busted open. We ain't read them instructions, so we stuck with what we stuck with. Us guys, we're paying our punishment, our 18, 21 years of punishment. We're paying our joint faithfully, and you women are still trying to wiggle out of your punishment, and that's your business. But you keep fucking with government saying that, and you're gonna see what happened. A lot of y'all gonna face what's gonna happen in this video. Let's get to this last verse so we can get started, guys. Another Proverbs verse, guys. And this is it right here. This is the end all be alls to why I don't give a fuck. Proverbs 24:27. Prepare your work outside. All right. Get everything ready for yourself in the field. And after that, build your house. You see, they moving ass backwards out here. They moving ass backwards out here. You know what I mean? You got to collect things. You got to get the knowledge before you start building. You got to have knowledge before you start building, before you start making decisions like owning houses, moving into apartments. You know what I mean? It can't just be a right now, a temporary feel of right now. I just want to get the fuck out of here. You got to plan ahead. All right, now let's get on into this, yo. Let's see this first little video right here of a woman who just ain't pay rent in so long. And I don't blame the landlord, yo. The landlord have bills to pay too, guys. Landlords have bills to pay.
Ma'am, please, can we? Oh, yeah, but I have him on speakerphone so we can sort this out, right?
All right, guys. It says, in New York, police officers can arrest landlords who evict a tenant illegally. Ain't that some shit? So I go to collect my money, or I go to get this motherfucker out of the place that I'm renting. It ain't getting no money. So I can't pay my rent, but I can't get you to pay me so that I can pay my rent. Get the fuck out of here. But as illegal evictions have spiked during the pandemic, police are ignoring the law. I don't blame them. Everybody gotta eat. Everybody gotta eat. Like, so what, we only gonna take care of the victims? Cause now the victim will be the tenant in this case. So this is what I go back and say. We only support victims. We only support people we feel we are better than. And that's sad. But as illegal evictions have spiked during the pandemic, police are ignoring the law, which requires landlords to have a court order to evict tenants. What follows is a body cam footage of a police call from tenant Kalisa Sterling in Syracuse. Officer Daniel Ship tells Sterling several times he does not want to make an arrest even though she has asked him to. The landlord says he did not get the one thing the law requires for an eviction, a court order.
I want everything that was mine out. He took my stuff in my light, everything, turned my lights off. He's still using my lights, everything. Everything in there was mine. He gave it away.
Okay. I mean, so what would say, like,
I want something to happen. I want him arrested, something. He's going to give me my stuff or something.
Okay. So I mean, what would, like, obviously if your property was given to a whole bunch of different people, the likelihood of him tracking all those people down and getting it back is slim to none. So
what she doesn't understand is when she goes to sue me, she's going to open herself up for the $15,000 in rent she owes me. So it's really not going to bother me that she sues me because I'm a countersuer. You know, like
she owes you $15,000.
Damn, yo, that $15,000. If her rent is at $1,000, you said G and some change a month, she ain't pay all year. She ain't pay all year, and she got the nerve to have her arms crossed with that type of demeanor and that type of Jono say quad. This the shit. This the entitlement. This the entitlement, yo. They gonna be homeless, bro. They gonna be homeless. Soon as them checks, that child support checks slow up, and that the child get a job, or the child do something with income and don't want to pay the moms, because you know once the child make income, them niggas ain't helping the moms like that no more. The child got to come up off her case. Now I mean, now she got to deal with the child directly and try to swindle the child to pay something that she was using the property of owning that child. She was getting checks for that. So now she try to force the child to pay the difference. You see why they gonna be homeless, guys? Because the child not gonna fuck with them. Because if the child can tell them how they feel right now, if a single mother child could tell them in their face without no repercussions how they feel, it'll hurt their heart. It'll hurt their whole heart.
oh, yeah, she hasn't paid rent in a year and a half. Whenever COVID started and Cuomo said, hey, look, man, she ain't paid. And then on top of that, to play a game with me now, after she left, it just don't stop. I had a stove in there, and I don't care if, you might not want to hear it. The stove was 2 years old. Code enforcement made me change her stove. She wouldn't clean her stove. And if I didn't change it, I couldn't evict her. But if I couldn't change it, if I didn't change it, they'd fine me. That's just, this shit with landlords is crazy.
She told me about the stove situation. I'm going to give her this information to give to her legal aid so your guys' lawyers can communicate with each other to see if there can be some resolution, whether it's you have to do something or nothing at all, or whether they determine she's wrong, you're wrong, both you guys are wrong, and how to go about it. But I do know the reason why these are being taken slightly more serious is because it was what Cuomo passed, I think it was last year, the unlawful eviction, where landlords, I'm not saying you did, but I'm saying if something is done and it's confirmed 100% inappropriate, they can be arrested for unlawful eviction. And eviction is not in terms of like an actual eviction, like just changing the locks when you're not legally allowed to, or various other things could qualify as that charge. It's like a misdemeanor in the state of New York. So
she surrendered. My point is that she surrendered the keys to me. So how did I unlawfully?
Right. No. What I'm saying is, I'm not accusing you of that. Like that her allegate. You're saying she did. She's saying you didn't. Obviously, I'm not. I'm the middle guy here. I'm just letting you know why these are taken more serious in the event that stuff is happening. Because sometimes there are slumlords, right? Like that are doing some really, really shady stuff. And the idea of it was to protect tenants, but on the same time, there are completely legitimate landlords and property owners who arguably, some would argue that are getting screwed over by this law when their tenants have been nothing but a pain in the butt the whole time.
In July, after no arrest was made, Sterling filed a lawsuit saying she had been illegally evicted. The case is still open. And that was one of the good ones. Now we're gonna go look at one that get a little physical. You know how we do in the class show. What would a classroom day consist of without a fight? You know what I mean? What would it consist of without a fight or a physical altercation? You know what I mean? Now that was rather light, I'd like to say. That was rather light. You know what I mean? Now let's take a look at this one.
Landlord shoved down the stairs by a tenant when he went to collect the rent. That tenant is now under arrest tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang at 115th Precinct Station House in Jackson Heights.
The video is so shocking. We will not show the moment his head smashes onto the concrete.
We didn't expect this to ever happen. It's like a dream, a nightmare.
71-year-old Edgar Moncayo was simply trying to collect rent from one of his tenants Sunday afternoon. We're told the renter had missed at least a month's payment, had given the landlord problems, and was threatening to leave without paying. The house is on 102nd Street in Corona, Queens. The grandson says his grandfather had even reduced the rent from $400 to $200 a month to help the tenant. This was his thanks, a shove from the top of the stairs so hard doctors could not save the 71-year-old grandfather.
The guy pushed my dad so furiously that my dad flew from the...
Do you see the entitlement of these people, yo? God damn, yo. Damn, KDH. I was hoping you let it slide. I was hoping you let it slide, bro. God damn, yo. At an all-time high, yo. At an all-time high, yo. I don't know, man. New York gotta do better, bro. Gotta do better, yo. All he came to do was collect his rent, bro. God not gonna like that, bro. Damn. Remember, that was like the on Matthews verse in Matthews when the vineyard went to collect and they kept killing the nigga. So God sent his son and they tried that shit with his son too. Yo, that shit crazy, bro. These people wicked out here.
From the front door to the concrete of the sidewalk.
Edgar Moncayo and his wife lived downstairs and rented the upstairs, a gentle couple from Ecuador. They had 3 daughters and even more grandchildren. In this surveillance video, we're told Moncayo is on the phone telling his wife to call police. The renter, 22-year-old Alex Garces, is now under arrest and charged with manslaughter.
And I was very surprised because I saw him yesterday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He was alive. After I came back from church, the whole block was closed.
He's a great grandfather, actually, a hardworking man. I have 3 daughters, several grandkids.
Now, Edgar Moncayo's daughter tells me they are now in the process of donating his organs, as were his wishes, still giving even after death. His young tenant, meanwhile, is still inside the 115th precinct behind me, waiting to be taken to central booking.
Crazy, y'all. You just can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. Now let's get straight on into the main event, man. Let's not even play with it. Let's get straight on into the main event, guys. Y'all enjoy. I'm gonna be in the chat fucking with y'all. Y'all let me know what it is. Don't go crying this shit, yo. Don't go crying this shit. We're gonna have to get Jessica. We're gonna have to get Jessica some tissue. You know what I mean? You know they done addicted us. They done programmed us to feeling sorry for people. They done programmed everybody to feel sorry for people and feel offended and shit. So y'all get Jessica some tissue. And that was the class for us tonight. But I did see a pair of Yeezys on her feet. But we saw the other old lady sitting at the table with the retro Jordans on and the North Face. So, you know what I mean? We already know the scams and the BAMs. That's why we had to definitely go over this tonight, class. So I definitely hope y'all pulled some key jewels and some key sound bites, some key nuggets out of this one. You know what I mean? And we gonna keep bringing it. I want to give a big shout out to my girl Lola. You know what I mean? Lola, thank you for the content. You know what I mean? Thank you for sending this through. You know what I mean? She gave me this about a week ago, a week, maybe even 2 weeks ago. And I was hot on the single mother's neck. So I couldn't let off. You know what I mean? But I found the way to slide the title, to fix the title on there and shit. So Lola God, thank you, Lola God. You know what I mean? Salute to you. I see you in the chat tomorrow in the court. You know what I mean? Give you your praises there. But chat, I want to say thank y'all, bro. Thank y'all, man. We about to hit the 12 o'clock on the Eastern time. Y'all spent y'all time with me, man. That's y'all money. So, you know what I mean? Thank y'all. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Salute again to everybody that donated. Supreme 10. You know what I mean? Salute to you. I forgot the other person. But thank y'all guys, man. Y'all already know what it is. What y'all want to go out with? What exit y'all want to go out with, man? Y'all pick the exit tonight, man. Y'all pick the exit song, the exit outro. What we talked about? This is Eviction. So y'all don't want to go with that. Y'all don't want to go with that one. No doubt, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all already know. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. But which one y'all want to go out with? Y'all want to go out with? We went out with the Love Dorsey and Jab joint yesterday. So which one y'all want to go out with today, though? We want to switch it up. Let's go out with this one and fuck it. We're gonna go out with the old school original joint. Right? Do I got that one? Nah, I don't got that one.
Do what I do, cause I don't give a fuck. One or two people side with it, and them the one or two people that's rolling with me. I'm not looking at the majority. I told y'all from day one, the majority's not gonna side with you. I'm only gonna get subscribers here and there, and that's cool. I'd rather have 50 killers than 1,000 soldiers. Yeah. So they always gonna be mad. Welcome. Welcome.
That's just how it is. You have to check this. Because we're warning guys about the bad woman, which now has pretty much leveraged most of the world. So the type of woman that is good is pretty much slim. We're not teaching hate. We're teaching.
Yo, Supreme, I got you. Give me 2 seconds. I got you on that one, bro.
Program was sponsored by The Circle. Everything is copywritten, so please no duplication or reenactments of their lyrical capacity. Results will end up in termination of your life or court proceedings. Thank you.
You're listening to Jazz Beats.
Yeah. I understand. I really do. You know, sometimes the beat is all you need. And it'll tell you what to say. And then you just say it. Listen. Mental pain keeps me going nowhere. My life's impaired. When I die, my soul goes downstairs. I have no fear. It's been chaos since I manned up. Unfortunately, that happens still in Pampers. I feed off death. Boy, he knows he shouldn't sell to the kids, but I need guap. And without that shit just ain't what it is. The more paper, more haters. Haha, you ain't worth a bullet. There's a demon on my shoulder telling Sicky boy to pull it. Born and raised in the slums in NY. Semi-auto untucked if I ain't feeling the vibe. Can't deny where I'm from, you can tell by my swag. Name buzzing on the ad, full clip, extra mag, Sicky knock 'em out. Your lunch meat in my hood, get caught slipping off point without protection, stop breathing for good. Lost souls get found round here, dirt digging ass niggas beware. I'm blowing doors off the frame, I'm here. My swag won't change up, I'm still hardcore, raw, uncut. Go ahead and blame us, we got the game locked down. Smash nigga, rap 187, call it a murder one. My swag won't change up, I'm still hardcore, raw, uncut. Go ahead and blame us, we got the game locked down. Smash nigga, rap 187, call it a murder one. Do you a favor, let these hollow tip points blazing. Rap 101, they call me the hip hop savior. In my stunt mode, the hat's low so you don't see my eyes. On top of that, I got the Goonies waiting for you outside. Pop 5 for my niggas, tough guys and gorillas. OGs behind bars, sharing cells with killers. I want the figures niggas can't reach, I need more commas. The closet's filled with ammunition for them brand new llamas. I'll blow your back out like a new bitch that was brought to the hood. See when the max out, your fat mouth is shut for good. I'm coming home with the best flow you heard your life. And I won't lie, yes I love them little curves on your wife. If your addiction needs to eat, I'll be serving them white. If she don't like me, I guess it's cause the bird is a dyke. It's cool. Fastball, curveball, sick is serving them strikes. 3.5 for $90 if your bread ain't right. Let's get it. My swag won't change up, I'm still hardcore, raw, uncut. Go ahead and blame us, we got the game locked down. Smash nigga, rap 187, call it a murder one. My swag won't change up, I'm still hardcore, raw, uncut. Go ahead and blame us, we got the game locked down. Smash nigga, rap 187, call it a murder one. I'm too ignorant to give a fuck, money I ain't giving up. Nowadays a fight ends with someone getting cut. Who expected me to be the product of the streets and followers acknowledge every word I speak. When the beat starts I let the heat spark. Crooked teeth in my mouth, I don't need a mean buck. I'd rather bite a bitch made nigga while I put a fork in him. Inject venom that tickles and takes its time to kill him. I'm sick and the only serum that help me is called cash. My group of misfits carry pistols and ski masks, gloves and body bags. We snatching the whole pile. My deadliest combination is me and my 4-5. My focus is on taking what's mine and keeping it. No punchlines on this one, it's crunch time again. Fuck Mick and the Jerome Boomers, they both pussy. See me in the street, niggas won't move me. My swag won't change up, I'm still hardcore, raw, uncut. Go ahead and blame us, we got the game locked down. Smash nigga, rap 187, call it a murder one. My swag won't change up, I'm still hardcore, raw, uncut. Go ahead and blame us, we got the game locked down. Smash nigga, rap 187, call it a murder one.